April 10th, 2025. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about crime, drugs, homeless. We're going to talk about the Gordman's parking lot and Toys R Us parking lot, where all this crud stuff's going on. And we're going to talk about firefighters today. And let's get started because there's a whole bunch of firefighters up there. We got a lot to talk about because I was thinking, now, why would they be setting up in that parking lot up there? No, they didn't have the fire truck there yet. They were in their vehicles. And I'm thinking, why would you go to this cruddy parking lot? You mean you don't have a training facility? Well, I did a little research. There's a lot of training facilities here. And we're going to talk about that too. But some of these firefighters through Kansas City, Missouri, I don't really know that much about Independence. And I don't know if this was Independence or not. It could have been Kansas City, Missouri. But it really doesn't matter because it's like, why would you go to that area where, they deal the drugs, they're dealing hot goods, they're dealing everything. This is just a eyesore. It's a magnet for crime, drugs, a little bit of everything. They even had beds up there one time. I'm sure they were probably doing some prostitution over in the woods too and stuff. So, I don't know. It just amazes me here. So, let's get on with this and take a look at this real quick. And about 2 weeks ago, I was at the Kansas City Zoo. And there was a fire truck. It was basically pulled up on the hill over there. And they got out and they hooked their hose to a fire hydrant. And they were playing with the hoses, practicing and stuff. And I thought, my God, Kansas City's been here, I don't know how many upteen years. I mean, shoot, the witchcraft bunches been up there over 100 years north of the river. I'm thinking, we don't have any training facilities for these guys? Oh, that'd probably cost, what, $700 million more, like the aquarium at the zoo? I don't know. But this is something to be concerned about, too, because it's our tax money here in Kansas City and Independence, Missouri. And if they're doing this stuff, this guy, he was dressed in a fire uniform. I'm thinking, well, what's our tax money going for here? What's it going for? I mean, they got a training facility. Now, I've actually seen them way back. This is when I was a lot younger. I seen them out there, Jackson County, out Lake Chicomo out there. But they would go out there, like when they had events and stuff, and they had, was just, talking to the public and stuff like that. But I thought this was really strange. And like I say, I don't like these parking lots. I think they need to be destroyed. They need to be tore out. But it's a breeding ground, and they like this. It just seems like nothing can be done about these buildings here. I mean, I've seen them even talk up in Independence. Some of these people said they need to be torn down. And but they just keep on going on, don't they, guys? That's what's weird. So hold on. So what you're looking at this morning, all those vehicles you see there, I guess they're all firefighters. Because they all look like they had shirts on, said fire on them. I see some of these vehicles go up and down the street a lot too. And like I say, I don't understand why Kansas City, Missouri runs so many runs up and down here, several miles down the road here from me. Because Independence got several stations over here in Independence, and some of this is Independence, and I don't get that. That's kind of really weird too. But I'm thinking, okay, let me just read something real quick. There is I did a little bit of research, and I only got about 11 minutes here on my tablet, so I'm going to do this real quick. Kansas City Firefighter Academy is at 5130 Doremus, Kansas City, Missouri. I assume that that's a place where they can train. Overland Park Training Center, there's one. Olathe Fire Academy at 910 North Hedges in Olathe, Kansas. They have one. But Independence, Missouri supposedly has one at 21011 East M78 Highway. And they even supposedly have a training tower here in Independence. A training tower. When you practice, at a facility and you're really, getting, you get a better education. It's just like up in Raytown when they used to have like driver's ed, like these people don't know how to drive anymore. We were taught even on a hydroplaning like area where they would throw the car into a skid and you had to bring the car back out of a skid. Really good facility that Raytown did have. It's gone. I guess they still got the building stuff up there now, up in Raytown. What a waste. Money wasted of our tax money that the children here don't even get to learn. But anyway, I'm just thinking here. I'm thinking, well, I wonder what's going on here. And it's just crazy. Now, this guy here, it caught my eye because I'm thinking, man, and then I was noticing this guy on here, right here, it says fire. And they look like the other ones had that too. Now, if they were going out, say they were looking for bodies or something, you'd think that they'd meet up, or say they were going to, if they were going to get breakfast, maybe McDonald's or Hardee's and head out to whatever area. But this looks different. And I just think, man, this parking lot, I don't know. I just, a lot of bad stuff here. Lot of bad stuff. And, it just never goes away, does it, guys? Oh, and there was a vehicle off to my left. I don't know if I can back up. Oh, yeah, this one over here. Well, see, it just makes me wonder about all this. But it's the same stuff. Different day. There's windows that have been more broken out. More homeless have crawled in these buildings again. This is Independence, Missouri. This is Kansas City. So hold on. Oh, yeah, one other thing that was kind of interesting. I went back around because I just want to see what else I could see, if there's any other cars that was down here on this other end. And they had a look at over here, too. See this big truck over here? And I come through, they zoomed on over here. So I don't know. Like I say, I've come across some things here that are questionable about the Kansas City, Missouri firefighters, especially hooked into different like satanic cult groups. I went to a meetup group that took a tarot card class and ran into witchcraft groups. Some witchcraft groups aren't bad. They practice nature. They practice stuff about, the earth itself. Where other ones, they do believe in the demons and Satan themselves here. I don't know much about Independence Fire, but Kansas City, Missouri is a whole nother matter. And I don't know who this was up here. But it just, like I say, as you can see, I mean, these buildings are just not good. One other quick thing, guys. Like I said, they actually, I don't know if I can get this to focus good enough. They've actually broken back in, pulled some of the like wood and stuff off to get into to sleep in these buildings here. Now this is Independence area. This is all Independence area. And it's just not good. More bad stuff. But I was thinking, is this what our taxes are going for? All right, that's a little bit better view. And you can actually see on the back there, you can see it says fire. You can see where the white letters are, at least. You can't read the fire, but it says fire right there. And I was just thinking, I don't know. I mean, I guess all our money goes for other stuff. Because you'd think if they were training these, if that's what they're doing, they wouldn't be meeting up in a vacant parking lot where drugs and crime and a little bit of everything goes on. That's where they had prostitutes up here in this parking lot too. I've shown many, many videos where they were up here, like they were pulled up against even the buildings here dealing drugs and stuff. Don't get it. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up real quick. But this amazes me, and I can think all that money just went out for those bonds and all that stuff and everything. We're still, I don't get it. I still don't get it. I don't get even like what I seen at the zoo, them practice at the zoo like that, and they were shooting over across the fence, and I'm thinking cars were having to stop, and then they would shut the water off so the cars would drive on through, and I thought, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, keep your eyes open. This is Kansas City. This is Independence, Missouri. Have a good one.